Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Adkins. Coming after it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a... will step out of bounds. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's just simple. Simple first down run. He's showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it. He tipped that thing away from the receiver.
Touchdown, Michigan! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Adkins. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Hands it off. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Adkins. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Makes his man miss. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Let's go. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the connection. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
On second down, wants to throw it. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Got it in the middle. It's Saunders. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Looking for a gap. It's Saunders. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
Holds it in on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab down the middle.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Back to pass, it's Adkins. The catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his man. It's Rasmussen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That pass is incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Rasmussen. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 28 to Wyoming. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll line up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Sharp. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's Adkins. Finds his big tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. The lone back's got it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest. Gets in for the touchdown.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, the ground game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll run it again. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
You're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air, it's Adkins. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it behind the line. It's Sharp. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Tempo and overdrive.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. No huddle here for the offense.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easy.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pick up there. Scanning the field, it's Adkins. Going for 6. Fires the pass, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about this defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st down from the 28. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand.
Flying out to the left. Past the 20. The 10. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, it's Rasmussen. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nifty little dance step. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking for room, it's Foster. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a